Today's deck might not be the most powerful thing I've ever created by any means, but it absolutely tops the charts with creativity. That's right, guys. Today we've got one of the most creative decks I've ever put together, in my own opinion. And maybe I'm biased because it took me forever to put this thing together, but it revolves around one creature in particular. Bubba and Flibba. I'm not even gonna make an attempt at this guy's the name here. I'm not even gonna, no shot am I gonna ever pronounce this correctly. So we'll call this the boys. The boys here are a 6/5 creature for 5 mana, teamer mana, by the way, and it's got a really unique ability to where you can draw a card every time it enters the battlefield or attacks, and then you can discard any amount of lands that you want, dealing twice as many damage as the amount of lands you discarded to the graveyard, which is a really cool way to kind of remove things off the battlefield. I immediately thought of Slogurk when I put this thing together, because Slogurk likes lands going to the graveyard. They go to the graveyard, Slogurk gets bigger. Slogurk can pull itself back from the field, and also when it dies or comes back to your hand, you can pull lands from your graveyard back to your hand. It does a lot. This card is an absolute beast if built around correctly. So of course we got to get lands into the graveyard. So we've got that with the boys. We got Rona here, which can draw, discard early on, putting lands into the graveyard, which is helpful. Thirst for Discovery, draw, discard as well. Mishra's Command, same thing, draw, discard, also pumps up creatures, also destroys things. Very useful, versatile card. Dire Strain Rampage blows up enchantments and artifacts, but also blows up our own lands, putting them into the graveyard and then drawing into 2 more lands, which is really helpful. And then we have Conduit of Worlds. This is a real key player here to this deck. This card has been really helpful in a lot of my builds lately, but this one in particular because it can bring lands back from the graveyard to the battlefield. So you're discarding lands, you take them from the graveyard, put them back onto the battlefield. It's like you never lost them. So this deck has some really sick synergies, absolutely so much fun to play. And again, maybe don't craft this if you're short on wild cards. If you have the wild cards and you just wanted to spend them and have some fun, sure, but just know this deck took me a very long time to dial in, and I still don't think it's quite all the way there. So just be careful with this one, but definitely enjoy the games. They're a lot of fun. And if you guys are new here and you don't already know, we post videos 5 days a week, so be sure to hit that like, subscribe button if you guys enjoy content just like this. I would greatly appreciate it. But with that being said, enjoy the video, guys. See you at the end. Peace out. All right, today we're playing some Flip, probably the hardest pronouncing card in the entire set right now, and I chose to play it, which is great. This card has actually been the bane of my existence for the last couple of days. I've literally been working on this thing for 2.5 days, and it's been eating up my entire weekend. But we finally got it dialed in. I tried so many variations of this thing, but I absolutely knew that I would have to put this into a build with Slogurk. I really needed these 2 cards to be together, and that was where I was really getting stuck, because at first we had this deck. Sorry, I'm trying to make right plays while I'm still trying to talk to you guys. We were trying to make the deck built around Titania as well, so we can do some sort of melding things. And because if we're filling up the graveyard with lands, we're wanting to use that Titania melding because it needs 4 lands in the graveyard, yada yada. You flip it over, it becomes absolutely busted. But it just wasn't working. It just could not get this thing dialed in. It was absolutely miserable. I was so stuck on it. We cut Titania, we added some really sweet top end, and it has been filthy. It's been filthy. Not like super high win rate filthy, but like just when we do win, it is absolutely insane what this thing can pull off. Anyways, that was pretty long-winded for all that, but just letting you guys know where we stood on this thing, because it's been tough. It's been tough, but we're here now, we're doing well, and I'm excited to showcase this, because this is a card that's really unique and interesting. An absolute blast to play. What do we got? 2 lands in the graveyard, just trying to keep an eye on that, so when we pull the Slogurk back at any point, or if it dies, we kind of know what's going on here. All right, they're not attacking, trying to get that token. Well, I guess they still could have attacked. My creatures got trample. Kind of curious as to why they maybe left that back. Broker's Ascendancy here. Do we go for a second blue or a second green? I would imagine green is probably going to be a little bit more important in this position. All right, now we've got options. I think really we just kind of chill out. The opponent's hurting on mana right now, so I think it's fine to just kind of chill out right now. Keep attacking into the opponent here. You know, Slogger's getting bigger and bigger every play, so I'll take it. The opponent's not too sure exactly what they're trying to do, but I do like the mentor play here. So they're running a lot of instant sorcery type spells, I'm assuming. I guess really though, it's any non-creature spell, so not necessarily exclusively. Okay, that's fine. I assume they pump this. They do. I do have to kill it. Okay. So we draw another Fires of Victory here. Which means I attack into the opponent here. Hopefully they triple block. And they do. They walk into it. Beautiful. Let's draw a card here. Nice. It's a nice card. And we send this right on in to deal 1 extra damage, take out their entire board, and we're looking really healthy now. So there's nothing on the board, you know, in front of us competing, but they do have essentially an Anthem on the field right now. So anything that does come in is going to be pretty substantial, I would imagine. Also, we got to worry about the Wandering Emperor play here. We don't have any mana. That's fine. We find another answer. All right. This is the safest bet. I mean, yeah, it's got to be this, right? And we find a land. Let's go. We attack into the opponent. I'm actually going to hang on to this land, believe it or not, because it gives us a really good thirst for discovery. Plus, blue doesn't exactly activate Tyvar Stand, so I'm chilling. And there's a scoop. Not exactly our best game ever, and nothing really lined up super well there for us. We did what we were supposed to do, obviously answering the big threats as they came, and we kind of got that really sneaky attack through and picked off one of those tokens, which really was the game changer there. But solid game, and I'm so glad we're finally playing this thing for a video. I'm ready to kind of move on to another deck. As fun as this deck has been, like I said, it just took forever to get this thing locked up. So just super excited to finally be done with it. Man, this opening hand, the mana looks so good, but the hand is so expensive. I'm gonna just hope and pray. I can't do it. Still not great, but we'll keep it, I guess. We'll keep it. Just go get a green source here. All right. Gotta hope that these fires can get us there. Mindsinger is a good you know, a good creature to have here because it can turn to tides really quickly if we can flip their own creature on them. All right, Concealing Curtains is good. Problem is it takes black mana to flip it over. I guess we pass the turn and we hope that we don't have to use this without a 5th land drop, but looks like we're gonna have to here. Bummer. Bummer. At least we kill it. I mean, it's fine. It's all good. And it doesn't actually get to do the ability unless it actually flips. All right, well, we might be in Shieldred territory here. Or Flesh Scourger. We can take that. That's actually good. We needed that. That's also really nice. Do we take this now or do we take it next turn? 3 + 2. I'd still have a Tyvar Stand. Sure, we'll take it now. This is actually a good time to take it. We'll take action. All right, that's ours now. And then now we have the Tyvar Stand to protect our Mindsinger, which is fantastic. And we're good to roll. All right. And the scoop. Let's go. We actually weren't in the best position there to protect the Mind Singer again with another Tyvar's though, because we didn't have another green source. We had to double commit green to the conduit. So glad that went as well as it did. We were starting to gain life with the Flesh Gorger, which was fantastic. But man, rough start there. Still came through. Let's go. Man, that last opponent I think gave up a little too soon, to be honest, but they gave up nonetheless. So we'll take a dub. Nice. We get to finally start things off with the Rona, which is honestly one of the best starts we can ask for. So we'll keep this. Now, assuming Rona survives, of course, we'll see what land comes down here. If it's a swamp, we could be in trouble. Seed Core. Phyrexian mana. All right. So we got a little bit of aggression here from the opponent. We've got a great blocker, though, with the Rona on this chorus. So no biggie. They do have potential 2-drop potential here that could pump this course to a 2/2, but that still doesn't get through. Skrell's Hive, okay. We have plenty of answers for that. We just got to draw into it. All right, let's see what we hit here with the Rona. Nice, we find the answer. And we blow this up. Now, Rona, I tapped pre-combat because I was going to actually play the Slogurk and it was going to force the Rona to on-tap. But we drew into the Dire Strain, so I had to go and throw that down immediately. So, a little bit of a change of plans there. I think hindsight being 2020, we probably still do that because we want to answer that more than it, we don't really care if the Crawling Chorus gets through for 1 Toxic. All right, that is a bit annoying, but it's all good. Again, Dire Strain hits that as well because that's also an artifact. We'll need to get there a little bit farther down the line though with the mana to get to that point. That's nice. It's actually really nice. But I am actually going to play the Slogurk instead for now. And then next turn we can conduit, getting back a land from the graveyard. There's a lot of sequences we can take here, but I like this one. This is fine. Tyvar Stand really coming in clutch for us. Card's been putting in some work. Interesting. They're sending both of these through just to get 1 Toxic, huh? Nice, another land. I think I'm gonna go Conduit. I don't really love the Conduit here. I don't really love any of our plays, really. I mean, the Mind Singer coming down to pump it up 1 time is pretty good. We can steal something, but I don't think that's gonna help us right now. Like, we're not in any, like, serious rush at the moment. Like, the opponent's not really pressuring us too hard, but that can change pretty quickly, especially with as much mana as they have. They can kind of unload their hand pretty fast, and this could get ugly, but we'll see. I may regret that play. That's one of the scarier ones, that's for sure. All right, I think we take this out first because less bodies is better. Because if I take this out, then they just swing through again with another full 4. So this way, like I said, getting down extra bodies, or getting extra bodies off the field. But no, they give it indestructibility. Interesting choice. That's really good. But we gotta hope we find a land off the top. Hopefully we do, man. Hopefully we do. Yes, huge. Absolutely huge. Blows this up. Slogurk gets bigger, and we get to replay it from the graveyard. Just absolute value. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. We're almost there. Everything's online though, which I'm super psyched about. That's annoying because now the Slogurk's gone. We'll take this back, sure. All right, we're gonna have to play this Voldarian's Mind Singer because this is getting a little ridiculous. They're getting a lot of Toxic through at this point. I guess they can't really swing through with the Annex, especially the one with the Rona. So they can't send too many things through here. They can send 3. Or not. They send everything. Wow. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. All right, we'll take 2 more Toxic, going to 7 here. Life total becoming a bit of a concern too at the moment. All right. This is actually solid. This is actually really solid because we get back Slogurk, and with having 2 legendary creatures, that makes the Soaring City an active play here, which will allow us to bounce the Might. So we're actually in a pretty good spot here. Or I can dump it off and kill the Might. Man, some options here, huh? Because if we attack, I think I like the bounce play a little bit more. So we're going to pass the turn to the opponent here. I could have attacked with the Fibble Flip. Can't say that. Attack in, drop this off, kill this, but I think I like this other play a little bit more of bouncing. All right, that's our stealing target with the Mind Singer for sure. Okay. Seems like a strange play, but I think it's because they're going to pump this up with this, right? So let them try. All right, lovely. Let's go. Let's go. And that's pretty clutch too. That should definitely do it. Let's play the land. Mind Singer to 6. Steal you. Attack. It's a land. Would you look at that? Boom, boom. See you later. Slogurk goes to 5. I guess I should have just swung in with the Slogurk, but I'm playing really, really scared. Like, I'm playing super defensive right now because I just don't want any more toxic counters because it could get out of hand pretty quickly. But at this point now, we're looking really, really good. Yeah, this game's over. This game is all but over now. That's an artifact creature. All right, send everybody then. Send everybody. See you later. This is exactly what I had in mind when building this deck. This right here, this combination of just drawing cards, putting them in the graveyard, growing Slogurk, this whole rotation of things is just happening constantly, dealing damage to creatures. Now this deck feels so good now. And we haven't even showcased how good this thing is with the All-Seeing Arbiter. I've gotten this down a couple of times too, and its ability to just draw 2, discard 1 is on a next, it goes next level with Slogurk as well. So this deck is really cool, man. This might be my favorite thing we've done in a long time. This thing is so interesting. I love interesting ideas, man. I absolutely love these like really creative, interesting sort of things. I get to go first. Believe it or not, I kind of like this hand. Even though it's a 2-lander, I'm really, really, really hoping that the Mishra's Command gets us there if we need it, but I'm really hoping we don't need to use it. We'll see. By the way, Mishra's Command may not get any play here in the video, but I do want to explain how important that card actually is and how good it can be. I had a Slogurk down one time with a hand with like, I don't know, 4 lands, and I played the Slogurk out and gave it haste with this and discarded 4 cards. And so this Slogurk immediately went up to like an 11-4, something like that, something crazy. And we were able to attack through with that haste and trample. So this card's very, very important. Not to mention it can remove both a planeswalker and a creature at the same time. All right, looks like it's gonna be me to pull the trigger on it, but we actually got a really good target. So this couldn't have worked out any better. Ugh, we missed the land still. Darn it. All right, well, the idea was there. Almost perfectly utilized. If we top deck a green source, no. I was gonna say if we top deck a green source, it was all worth it. If not, we're screwed. All right, we're kind of screwed. We kept a bad hand. It almost paid off. We were so close. Wow, they are not hitting their land drops either, and we still can't recover. Darn it. All right, well, I accept full responsibility. This one is 100% on me. There it is. Perfect. Okay, now we can get moving here. I'm gonna rush this a little bit. Let's go and destroy this. I could have blown up the Tashiro, which might be the smarter choice because they are gonna probably play the Invoke Despair, but either way, if they draw into a land next turn, they can play it naturally because they'd be able to go get another land off of me blowing up their land. So all right, I like double blue here. Okay, so we're finally back in the game. We somehow got ahead of them on mana, which kind of crazy. And Invoke Despair. Oh, Shieldred, okay. Didn't expect that. Shieldred though, very, very hard to deal with. I'm trying to think of how we can deal with that right now. How do we handle Shieldred at the moment? I do have the Fibble Flip, but that doesn't help us a ton at the moment. I don't know. I don't know what the play is, to be honest. I think because of the opportunity that they present me with potentially having an Invoke Despair, I think I need to play the Mind Singer just so I can steal their Tashiro and sack their Tashiro as an option. I think, man, I think. And also everything else I do kind of draws me cards, which plays into the Shieldred, so I don't love that. All right, forces a go for the throat. I mean, if they have the Invoke Despair, at least we forced to go for the throat and prolonged it a turn, so that's kind of nice, but this isn't going well. This isn't going well. We started off a little bit too slow. I wish I had an answer for the Shieldred, but I just don't. I just don't. All right, here comes the Invoke Despair to put me out of my misery. Do it. Do it. Okay, might as well be the same thing. All right, we do get back some lands. Fills up my hand quite a bit. That answers the problem of the Shieldred, but will we survive long enough? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're at 11. I was gonna say if I can't really play this, so hopefully it's an answer, and we did actually find an answer, believe it or not. That's kind of crazy, at least for that. And then we get this down, right? And then we get this down and then gain some life to 2, and then we can block this, but then that gets through. So that's game. Darn it, we were close, man. We were close. We put up a pretty good fight there at the end, but just not enough. Not enough. We were right there. That's assuming they don't have some sort of removal spell too, of course. I'm sure they do. Either way, we were pretty toast. I think we start that game a little bit faster. We're good to go, man. I really do. Just missed too many land drops early on. Had to recover through some unconventional means. Bummer. All right, well, a little bit of a bummer on that loss there, but you know what? Showed some heart, showed some adversity in that end game, and was able to showcase a little bit of us battling back, which was nice. Opening hand looks great. We'll keep this. You know what? We'll go with this first, actually. Drop this in there first, then this. I like that a little bit better. All right. Going in for a blue because we want to make sure we get the Rona down on curve here. Some new sleeves. Are they running that card? Potentially. All right, Rona on deck here. We got a really good body to block with now. This is probably mono green Stompy, so expect that. All right, pass to the opponent here. Good thirst for discovery. Hopefully we can find a basic though. All right, still got a really solid block here. And we'll drop one of these dyers. Thirst for discovery does miss. Drop like so. Okay. And we find ourselves in a Slogger, which is pretty cool. We do. Kind of think we should just play Fires of Victory here, if I'm being honest. Maybe that's the play. Maybe just a little Fires of Victory. And then hopefully we get the Fibble Blip out next turn and get some work done with that. They are going to start beating us down here a little bit, so we got to be ready. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. No blocks. We eat it. Pop the Rona. I hate dropping this card, but it is not what we need right now. This is, in fact, what we need right now. That's pretty solid too. Yeah, I think we dropped this. And we do find a land, which we don't want to discard because we don't exactly do anything of significance with that. Give me one moment here. And we're back. Sorry about that. I actually thought we stopped recording there for a second. Got a little scared. Fat fingered my key. All right. They do attack. I think I want to block. Do I? 3. Yeah, I'm going to block here. I don't love it. I really don't, but I think it's the right call. Let's draw a card, discard a card. Conduit of Worlds, finally. That's a really big hit right there. That's a huge hit. Okay. Conduit of Worlds on deck. Play this out. Play this out. And we are absolute money right now. Pass the turn to the opponent. We're going to draw discard. Now that the Conduit of Worlds is out, I feel like we got this in the bag. It's just, that is the absolute win con here. That's a problem though. That's a problem. I keep finding another problem as soon as I solve the other problems. Well, I guess getting out the All-Seeing Arbiter could be the play here. All right, fair enough. 2 lands in hand. That's going to trigger. Oh, I forgot about the hideaway under here. What is it? All right, that's fine. I can live with that. I can live with that. Nice, more land is good. Even more land is good. All-Seeing Arbiter definitely come into play here. Draw 2, discard 1. Take that down to a 3/7. Get the Broker's Hideout in here because we don't have any other plays this turn. So Broker's Hideout, come in tapped, get one of our deck thinned out just slightly a little bit more, and then no attacks. There you go. We're getting there, guys. It's a slow burn, but we are getting there. That new enchantment they just dropped here, though, draws them cards, which really could get them back into this game. That'd be a bit of a bummer. Man, allergies. Sorry, guys. Another fight rigging, though, comes down. At least it doesn't trigger this turn. That's good. Okay. So they spread out the 1/1 counters here. Definitely gonna draw a discard here. I guess it's gotta be this. Okay, so here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna start stealing some stuff here. So what I'm gonna do, it's tricky, man. It's tricky. What I'm gonna do is attack in here, get some cards. We drop Rona. Okay, this goes down by 4. Okay, then Rona. Drop this. This goes down. All right, so now 1 Valdarin Mindsinger to come in for 6. We have to do full price here to get the full Vorinclex. Nice. And we play another tap land. We're getting close, man. We're getting close to what we need. But now Valdarin Mindsinger being able to steal stuff because of the Arbiter being on the field, making everything smaller, I think is what's going to win us the game here. So let's keep it going, man. Let's keep it going. That's not good. If they minus to blow up the Conduit of Worlds, that is not good. I mean, it did get us all the value we kind of needed, though. Is that really the worst thing in the world? No. They don't go for it. Okay, that definitely is going to be their downfall. They should have blown up. Okay, that does it. Let's get this on field. Okay. Fair enough. Like I said, it already got us all the value we needed, to be honest. So this is fine. Oh, I don't love this. Okay, that's going to give trample. Fair enough. That's really good. All right, how do we win this game? How do we win this game? All right, Rona. Definitely take this down a notch. Let's definitely go ahead and steal it. Thank you. Okay. And then fires of victory for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5. Okay, this goes here. This goes here. This goes here. All right. Draw, discard. You. Gotta keep in mind our life, or our deck total here is 23. Okay, that's a 1/7. Nothing to be worried about. The opponent does make some blocks here, which is very strange. We'll take it. We'll take it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, should do it. That should do it. Maybe you should have played the land first, then pulled the trigger on that, so we could use the Tyvar stand, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. seeing we've stolen every card they have here. Now we could flip Vorinclex too, couldn't we? Flip Vorinclex, mill 10 cards each, put 2 creature cards from among the milled cards onto the battlefield. Okay. Mill 10 cards. We could hit something pretty big off the top of their deck. Who knows? I don't know. We should be able to just really outpace them here though with just attacking through and using these Tyvar stands. I think that'll be really good. Okay. So I think that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to go ahead and just Tyvar stand a couple of these and then just try to ambush kill everything pretty much. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Moment of truth. Double blocking, huh? Okay. Yeah, I'd rather the flesh gorger or the scrap gorger be gone. Okay, so we need this to go to 7, this to 8. Auto pay. Much more. Oh, there's the scoop. They did not like that. Okay, well, I was gonna actually, I changed my mind last second there. I was gonna actually pump the other creature past the 7 mark and probably do 6 more if we had it. We had how much mana left? 8. Yeah, we had just enough, honestly, to get that over the threshold. So I was gonna be able to sweep their entire board there. So it came down to 1 card in hand. So GG's, man, what a game. That'll conclude today's video, guys. I hope you've had fun with this one. I'm gonna have a hard time letting this one go. I know I'm ready to move on. Trust me, I've been playing this forever, but I really got to get this one moved on, and I just don't want to though, because I have a special attachment to this now. I'm all in. I've bought in completely, but this deck, man, what can I say? It's fun. That's all it is, man. It's just a lot of fun. I don't think you're gonna get a ton of wins with this thing, but it's very creative, and I think it has potential. That's the main thing here. It's got potential. If you guys can figure out a way to kind of make those adjustments, move some pieces out, move pieces in, make it better, by all means, give it a shot, do the best you can. But hopefully this kind of just sparked some ideas for you guys, you know, with Civil Flip. If you guys want to build around that card, this is a really unique and fun way to do so. I have some other things in mind I want to try with that card as well, but I just wish if we were gonna run that card, it wouldn't be the full teamer package, because adding red makes things a little bit tough with that card. I wish it was more like a soul tie color, but anyways, that's just me being wanting everything, you know. But anyways, I had fun with this one. I hope you guys did as well. We'll be back again tomorrow again for another you know, banger, and then also a live stream. So come on by for the live stream. That'll be a lot of fun. And that concludes today's video. And if you guys are already here at the end of the video, I just want to say a huge shout out to you, because, you know, you made it this far. It helps a ton on the YouTube algorithm when you stick around late in the video. So just want to say a special thank you. And as always, a special thank you to the Marty Mob. If you guys don't already know, the Marty Mob is the membership program on this channel. These people help essentially sponsor my channel, keeping the channel growing and going. It's this, you know, join button down below next to the subscribe button. It's the membership program. So huge shout out to the Marty Mob. If you guys are part of that, thank you so much for your patronage and helping support me and my endeavors here on YouTube. Really do appreciate that a lot. And that'll do it for me today though, guys. Appreciate you for hanging out. See you tomorrow on the next one. Until then, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.